were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, head to tackle. On second down, here's Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it here. Wide open receiver complete. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. He'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. To throw on third down, Fields. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Colts pick it up, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Brings up second and 8 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Check 13. Check 13. Check 13.
They run with Hines. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that and all Week 2 games as we go along. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
We got chips over here. Chips over here.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 37-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Fields. He sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. In their own territory, needing only a few inches. They're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Back to throw. Fields. Now this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm letting you know right now, you better.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Mixon with a 1st down carry. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Fields. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw. Fields. Got a man open. It's Ross. A very solid gain of 27. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
2nd and 14. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
This is Hines. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. They'll look to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. The 40. Past the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
At the 26-yard line.
Down. 15 line. 15 line.
Tight end left. Tight end left.
Ford, look at me. Zipper. Hey, Irvin. Now.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season.
17, Mike 17. All day, all day. 17's Mike, Mike 17. I got it. Mike 17. Get it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Ready, ready. 18 Gator. Check tight. Check tight. Go. I got motion there. Me. I got this.
2nd and 9 now. And it's complete to Martin. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Base. Mike 17. Watch the pass. Go.
On 3rd down, Hines. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
91 is the mark. We got it. Check 91. 91 is the mark.
2nd and long. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now it's Martin. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Hey, Zoo!
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Go! Smoke! On the ball. Lead grip.
They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, it's Hines. Well, he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
218, chop it. Hey, Delta.
17's Mike 17. Let's go, defense.
Look at me, zipper.
Mike 17.
Hey, seam 6, 5.
Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Say.
Greystone travel. Hey, Alpha.
Tease the mic.
And come on out here. Come get some.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they take a 17-14 lead. And they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter three, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They'll run with Mixon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
When you enter the game as the AFC Player of the Week award winner, you expect runs like that and then some.
It was fun to watch him in the opener last week in Week 1. He was spectacular and hoping for more here in Week 2.
Watch twist.
They go play action here on first down. Open man is Ross, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. In for the score. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
17. Michael Dixon.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
On the set.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
On the double.
Mike 17. Let him know, let him know.
Yes, yes. Hey, Charlie.
17's Mike, Mike 17.
Mike 17. Mike 17.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Hey, Haywood. 17.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you.
Back to throw here. Going down the middle, and it's complete. 20, 10, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Bengals drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Fields. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now this throw caught left side. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him.
And nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Fields. Looking left side, and it's complete.
Fields pass. Complete to number 81.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Fields. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pick. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Looking to throw. Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw. Fields steps away to his left. Finding room inside the 40. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Throwing on 1st down. Fields eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. To throw on 2nd down. Fields. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because...
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Point after here coming up. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Next the score, Bengals 28, Colts 24. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys, double tight. We got 4. We got 4. Hey, guys, I got 15. 15.
Hey!
Like 18.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Watch 18.
Ready?
They're going to look to throw. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the 49-yard line.
Bravo.
Watch 18. 18's the mic.
Yep.
double. Mike 18, Mike 18. Go. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Now, you got motion man. You got motion man. Hey, exit. Watch 18. 18's the Mike. Bound to lose one. Mike 18. Mike 18. 6-man. Be Griffin.
They'll drop the throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. The 20. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let go. Their own 17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mixon with it. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Joe Mixon. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Check 53, Mike. And watch the leg.
On 3rd and 2, Fields. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
53. Hey, defense, let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Orvin. Mike 17. Mike 17. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bengals, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.